Okay. If you have time, I can pray my sunnah while you're waiting. It's a- That's easier, so you're not under. In the new person. Oh no, it's okay. Put you under immense pressure. Let me get it. No, no, you gotta send the link before you start. No, no, don't tell them what to do. I know. You're gonna pass. I don't do what you said. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's ready? Oh, you live? Okay. After you go live, then you can send the link, right? Okay, good. The key thing that Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said is do not sit in the masjid. Okay. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ramadan is a nice reminder for us to consistently worship Allah. It's reminders all around us. The fact that we're hungry, the fact that we're thirsty. Sometimes the weather is not so easy. Sometimes the day is rough dealing with people. And when you look all throughout how you get closer to Allah Azza wa Jal, like we mentioned last week and the week before, when Allah Azza wa Jal explained to us and revealed to us some of His names, it's so that we can implement those attributes in our life so we could get closer to Allah, right? Like we mentioned, Al-Afu last week is somebody who often pardons people. And that trait, that kind of underlying characteristic is that you don't let people get under your skin, right? You're very easygoing with people. You're not so easily irritated. One of the things that I wanted to talk about this week, and I've been doing it throughout the week, alhamdulillah, is Allah's name Ar-Razzaq, is the one who is the provider. Allah is the all-provider. I want you to pause for 1 second and think about the following. How much money do you have in your bank account, in your retirement account, in your 401k, in whatever wealth that you have? Just pause for a second, add that up, and you'll start saying, Alhamdulillah, right? Alhamdulillah. But the real question is everyone should have actually come up with pretty much zero. Because you actually don't own anything. You're borrowing it for a very specific amount of time. So you could spend your whole life carving out, making that your focal point in your life. Or you could do your part, like Allah Azza Jal mentioned, فَامْشُوا فِي مَنَاكِبِهَا وَكُلُوا مِنْ رِزْقِهِ, that go about the earth, work hard, earn from what Allah Azza Jal has given you, and that rizq that Allah Azza wa Jal has provided for you, and benefit your akhirah. But unfortunately, a lot of times, that's not our focal point. Our focal point is getting a better job. And if I switch companies, there's a 20% increase. And if I invest my money this way, it's more money. And if I do this, all you're focused on is wealth. All of us, by the way. You shouldn't feel bad that, oh yeah, I wonder if he's referring to me personally. But it's me too. It's every single one of us. It's the fitna of Ummat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned in Surah At-Talaq that there's a formula. That if you have tawakkul with Allah, then He will actually provide for you in ways that you have no idea. Ways that you have no idea. He said, وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. That Allah Azza wa Jal said, and He will find a way to give you sources and rizq from unexpected ways. Unexpected ways. لا يحتسب. You're not even going to expect it. You have no idea what's coming for you. You thought you weren't going to make that third quarter bonus, and all of a sudden, oh, the numbers worked in your favor. You didn't think that the market was going to take a certain swing, and it worked in your favor. And a lot of times we don't realize that money saved is also money earned. So how so? There was a sister who just donated some money, And she said, I swear by Allah, I donated money in a fundraiser just for the sake of Allah. It was for the Syrian refugees. My heart was just so moved that I should be able to help them. Didn't have much, but I donated. And she said something along the lines of, I donated like $50 or $60, what she had at the time. Nobody should feel bad about donating, by the way, right? Because everybody donates what's within their means. Now, if you told me there was a millionaire and he donated $50, well, a little slap on the wrist there, right? But if somebody's just the average person and this is what they have, mashallah, may Allah reward them. Even $1 at that point, even 10 cents, it doesn't matter. Always giving for the sake of Allah. And then she goes shopping, and all of a sudden, she immediately had one of those coupons on her card that she qualified for 50% off her order. 50% off her order, she wound up saving like $200-300. From what? She was expecting to pay $500 shopping. And all of a sudden, at the register, it's minus $250. I said, oh, well, that was just luck. I want you to never forget something. In our religion, there's no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. There's hikmah behind everything. Sometimes we know it, and sometimes we don't know it. That's really what it comes down to. That's really what it comes down to. And Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned that if you spend for the sake of Allah, that He will multiply it by 700 or even 10 or 700 or even more than that. Giving for the sake of Allah. What about other things? Other things. Such as what we never forget, there was also a fundraiser where there was a young girl. She's like 10 years old. She was 10 years old. She raised her hand. She said, I want to donate money. And the fundraising person said, okay, how much do you want to donate? She said, all my money. She's 10, guys. A 10-year-old said this. He said, oh, it's okay. I'll just take we'll take a little bit. She said, no, I'm going to give it all to Allah because Allah said He's the one who will provide, because He's speaking about all the hadith and all the ayat in the Quran to motivate the people to donate. She said, and I know that means I'm going to get it back. Didn't Allah say that? 10-year-old. You see how innocent, and they believed what what Allah Azza wa Jal mentions? And he said, you're right, 100%. So she said, I have $200 saved. All my life savings, I'm donating it. Do you know at the end of that event, they had like these raffles for the people, and that girl won the raffle, $500? She was the winner. MashaAllah. And then you come back, you say, okay, coincidence or luck? No, it's not coincidence, it's not luck. It's Allah Azza wa Jal's wa'ad, His promise is true. And He says that my Lord gives in abundance to whomever He wills from His servants, of whom He wills, and sparingly to whomever He wills. And He replaces that which you give in alms. And He is the best of providers. Khairul Raziqeen. And then I want you to think about something. If Allah is Ar-Razzaq, and He's given us this wealth, right? And you can get closer to Allah by donating and giving and helping the people around you and earning your money in a halal way. What's a way